You're welcome to today's Big Talks, the space where biblical principles and financial prosperity blend. BIG stands for business, increase, and growth. This is a platform from Liberty Christian Fellowship brought to you by the LCF business community, where we talk real, practical, biblical wealth. As the LCF business community, our mission is to become financially prosperous, grounded in biblical principles. And how do we do that? By equipping ourselves in the management of wealth, exploring not just how to get it, but how to guard it, grow it, and give it. Now, because when wealth is used right, it is a tool for positive impact and transformation. I'm your hostess, Irene Cafeiro. Now today, the fame of the guest's craft exceeds the person behind the business. She is a warm, engaging, humorous lady, a mother, a friend to many. And to be honest, whenever I'm in her presence, I live in awe about how effortless she makes it all look. Please welcome the founder of Cakes, actually, it's Cake. Yeah. Please welcome the founder of Cake to Differ, Rosette Werukusanga. Did I say that right, Rosette?
You did. I'm going to also have the chocolate fountain. People will come and hire the chocolate fountain. That is, you know, when you go out there, I was exposed to now a different world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very key. It's what do you allow yourself to, what do you expose yourself to inform what you're doing?
Mm-hmm.
Environment.
Exactly. So, I decided, yes, now I'm going to push. I'm going to find out where I'm going to get these chocolate fountains, the wine fountains, and all that. And it was in America.
Again, here comes America. It's been calling you.
Buffet enhancements. So I buy them.
Okay.
And then they come here. By the way, importing things in the UK.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You pay the same amount of taxes.
Yeah.
Right? No, I brought it in, came in, and it started making money. The wine fountain and the chocolate fountain started making money straight away. So now I have the cakes, and now I have also the fountains on my decoration, you know, and I'm selling it as a package.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that another turning point then?
Another turning point there.
Wow. Now, you've gone from just making normal cakes to you're doing bespoke designs, and you're also leveling up to attract a wider base of customers, more than just the normal people who know about you. But then you expand into wine fountains and
chocolate fountains.
That sounds like you've hit where else is there to go?
Now, I want to, when I did the Alscott, I said, you know what, now I think I want to get a billboard.
Wow, these ones we see, like the ones that are telling us about some political parties that...
Exactly.
like May 7th, go and vote. What was going to be on this billboard, or what was on this billboard?
Remember my cash shop?
I
put a bill, I paid for a billboard.
To advertise the shop. Come to me. For what?
Cakes. Come to my shop. There's cakes, chocolate fountain.
So where was this billboard?
High on the Hill Station. Do you know High on the Hill Station? People pass there. It is so busy.
And this point is like you're trying to say, you're all going to know about me and you're going to come.
Yes, and I know you're going to come. The billboard, did it even bring any customers?
How do you know? How do you know it didn't bring any customers?
Because I was asking everybody who came. How did you hear?
No one ever said, I've seen the billboard.
Nobody ever said. They say, have you seen the billboard at High on the Hill? Do you know those busy stations? People are busy.
Yes.
Their focus is, I'm missing my train, I'm doing. So then that is when I learned that, you know what, this is not my advertising channel.
Yes.
And I will not advertise on the billboard.
Yeah.
Unless it is like maybe at the exhibition and there's a billboard at the exhibition and people are, because we put out that billboard expecting people to
flood in.
To flood in.
But Rosette, if you think about yourself, how many things do you ever go to? We see those Tesco billboards, saying, do you ever go and say, let me go and see that thing I saw on the billboard?
I wasn't even thinking like that. Because I've never, it has never crossed my mind.
But when you speak to someone at an exhibition and you take their contact and you develop a relationship,
yes,
how likely are you to?
Unless there you've given me a contact, but pass billboards.
Anyway,
that was, I ventured.
Something for that.
Yeah, and then, so that one I knew what not to do, so a billboard.
So how does God come into your journey?
Now, I'm at that point whereby now I have to make a decision either to continue with the lease, to go and sign a new lease, or to give back the keys. So I decided, you know what, I think now, my sister came and she said, just pray you make the right decision. I said, I think I have to pray. And they said, actually pray, not just, I said, this time I'm actually going to pray. And this time I said, if there is a God out there, let that God answer me.
Because ultimately the buck stops with you. There will be well-wishers, there will be advisors, there will be sisters and brothers. But when it comes to making the decisions,
yes. So I said, if there's a God out there, that God will answer me.
Okay, so you go and talk to God?
No, we pray, we leave it there.
With your sister?
We prayed with my sisters and we left it there. Now, there's a lady, if I mention the name, can I mention the name?
I don't know.
Yeah, her name is Christina Juko.
Oh, Oh, Christine Juko is in LCF.
Yes. She comes to my shop
in
Harrow, and brought me a box of some Kenneth Copeland tapes. And
tapes?
A box of...
like CDs?
CDs,
okay.
Yeah. It's not tapes, CDs, and said, listen to them. I looked at that box.
It's like, why are you giving me CDs?
Yeah. And he said, it will help you. I said, okay.
Help you with what?
With your decision.
With your decision.
Decisions you want to make and what. And it's really good, From there, I listened to one CD, the next CD. I was like, what? So this good thing really works. They're talking about wealth management and wealth.
What, Kenneth Copeland on the
Kenneth
CDs?
Copeland, but it was him, Keith Moore. There was a pastor called Keith Moore, and he was preaching about there was a generation that did not go into to get
the promised land.
Yeah. And then it said, go out and put the sickle to it. And I was listening, I started saying, you know what, if these people are saying this, then it has to work. And I've already said, if there is a God out there, he will speak. So now is this the speaking? So now that is when I started saying that, you know what, I think there is a God out there. Because why are these things coming into play? I listened to the CDs. Christine starts my journey. She starts telling me, Kenneth Copeland is coming. He's coming to Bournemouth. I'm going to be there. You can come. You can share the room. And I said, I can't come because I have the shop. I said, don't worry, you'll come at this time. When I went to Bournemouth on a Saturday after I finished. I think it was, on a Friday when I finished. And they were talking sense to me,
Yeah.
It was the right
and they were hitting the right
and they were
spot.
hitting the right spot. I said, Lord, now I know that you're there. I said, now I said, if there's a God out there, now you have spoken to me, I'm going to close the shop. And I go back to the drawing board. And I want to work with you, and you're going to show me, to direct me from now onwards.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. All from an invitation.
Yes.
And I guess there was already a hunger there for us, for a decision. Not a hunger for God, but a hunger for direction.
Yeah, direction.
And someone came your path with a solution.
Yes. And I decided to follow it. And the rest is
history. In terms of your relationship with God.
In terms of my relationship to God, with God, I listened to Creflo Dollar. He was also in those CDs. There was Creflo Dollar. And then Creflo Dollar came down here, and I started saying, Lord, if I want to get somebody who teaches like Creflo. Now, I started now talking to God.
Yeah. Like your friend.
Yes. You know? Like my friend, we are having that relationship with God. Lord, you're going to show me this. Lord, you're going to teach me. You teach me how to love, teach me how not to covet, to be covetous with other people's things. Teach me, Lord, teach me. I was really having a good relationship with God, talking to God, and everything was working out.
And the honeymoon with God started.
It started.
Oh, that sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
Earlier you said they were also teaching about the management of money and all that. In this newfound relationship, your eyes have opened. What shifted in your mind about your mindset about money, about business, as he's teaching you and showing you? What were the shifts you experienced?
Number one, the first thing which I experienced was that scripture that says a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children.
Yes.
So, and then what is an inheritance? I started digging deep, like when I read one scripture and then
it takes you.
It takes me, and it's like a box of tissues once you open.
Keep going.
So, I said, you know what, I have to leave an inheritance.
For my children's children.
For my children's children. Not even for my children, but for my children's children. And in order for my children to leave an inheritance, I have to have left them something to get it. So I said, Lord, I want these children also to come into the business so that I leave them. This is what I have, and this is for you. The wealth that I have is not for me. It is for God's kingdom. So I was asking questions, and God was guiding me and leading me.
So what started as, I am never going to beg for bread?
And all those scriptures now, I learned them. I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor their offsprings begging bread.
Yeah.
So to me, I know that I will never beg bread.
Yes.
The road hasn't been all rosy and what. But there has been situations whereby, there's no money. At one point, I didn't have money one time, especially in the beginning when I didn't know God and I had left my job. There was no money. When I went to the council and they started asking me questions for the first time to walk into the job center, and they started asking me questions and questions and questions. One person asks you go to the next, they are asking you the same questions. I asked them, what is the problem? I've already given you the answers, and now you're asking the same. Don't you have the forms? You go and get the forms from them.
I already said this.
Then the lady told me, Madam, this happened when I had known that God is my source. I remembered, God is your source, and God is your only source. I said, okay, I'm going to take this. That doesn't mean that everybody who listens to me, they do that. So, I think I was different. I'm different.
But remember, you've just decided, God, you're going to speak to me.
Yes.
So you're responding to the Spirit as the Holy Spirit is leading you.
So now I tell the lady, no, it's fine. I want to withdraw my application. She said, if you withdraw your application, you know, I said, yeah, I know. First of all, I asked, how much money are you going to give me? She said, £45. I said, I have 3 children. What is 45? And remember, now I've been used to money. I've been used to, you know. I said, £45 with 2 children.
And yourself.
And myself. How are we going to survive on £45?
Yeah.
There's no way I can get £45.
Like, I'm going through all this for £45.
For £45. I said, no, I'm withdrawing. Oh, no, it's not just £45. They will pay your council tax. They'll pay your... I said, it's fine. Just leave it. I said, madam, if you go, you're going to what? You're going to lose out. We are not going to let you come back and ask for help again. I said, I'm not coming back. I've got another source. She said, okay.
So what does this mean, you have another source?
Good.
What does it mean in practical terms?
You know when you tell your child to jump and they jump, do they even think? Remember, now I'm fresh.
Yeah. Fresh Christian.
God is going to do this. Yeah, and that really helped me a lot.
Yeah.
Because I put my reasoning out of the way.
It's like, it's a case of, I have nothing else to lose now. God, it's you and me. You know, I'm not gonna, everything else, even the few things I'm trying, are not really quite what I need. And when I talk to you, I feel like you give me what I need.
I remember I even didn't have enough money for the bus journey.
You walked back home.
I walked back home. But while I was walking back home, the only reason why I really walked back home was to talk to God. I said, Lord, if you say you're my only source, that was an avenue for money. Now we don't have money, have children. You're going to show me what to do. You direct me now into your hands. I walked, went home, and you know, long time ago we used to have those keys where you put the key and there's an alarm when the electric runs out.
Yeah. They still do them. You go to the pay point.
Yes, you charge up your key. Yes.
Don't tell me there was no electricity.
The electric went. I said, God.
I remember you have told me it's you and me, God. So you took home and the electricity goes.
I put it in emergency. I said, Lord, you have to do something right now. I can't. But I know I can with you, Lord.
Remember, this is someone who's been there before. You've made amazing cakes before. You've sold out at exhibitions before. You've seen all sorts of money left, right, and center.
And now here we are.
And now here I am. My electricity is in credit. No transport.
No transport.
But God.
Yes, but God.
And God told me to close my shop.
Well, I heard from God.
You heard from God.
Okay, don't sign. So anyway, that day my sister rings me, Mercy, and I tell her I don't have I went to the job center. Oh yeah, what did they tell you? I said I withdrew my application. They said,
what's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you? I said, but we don't have electricity. That's what I said. So she just said, okay, don't worry, I'm going to put some money on your account, and then you get electricity, food, for the week. Some shopping. And then the following day, I got a contract for in the accountancy.
Okay, the part-time job.
The part-time job. I got a big contract.
What do you mean by big?
No, like it was paying me well.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was within my terms. I go there like half a day. I can take my kids to school, and I can also pick them up from school.
So really, this part-time contract, even though there were seasonal jobs, it was still a fallback somewhere.
Yeah.
You were still putting word out there that I have accountancy skills.
Of course, I was putting my CVs and what accountancy. And then one time I went to a lady it was called Helping Hands. I went there. I said, even this accountancy now, I have to try out some other one, like what is it called? Working in the old people's, but giving them tea, breakfast, washing them. I went to a lady who had that. I was passing from the library and I went in and I asked her that, oh, you see, I've seen here you have some part-time jobs. And I want a part-time job here in her. I don't care what
Add
I'm
to
doing.
it, it's like I just need to work.
I just need to work, you know. But anyway, she told me that, oh, what have you been doing? I tell her that I'm an accountant. She said, oh, you're looking for... I said, I don't want the accountant.
I want something I don't have to think. Something manual, so to speak.
Yeah. So she said, okay, there's this lady, you have to give her some tea at this time, blah, blah. So
you did that.
I did that as well, part-time.
But now what has happened to your clients before, the ones who are giving you the big the
big contract? Remember, now I've closed the shop.
Yeah, but you still exist.
It doesn't matter. If you don't have anywhere like a base, they will not come to your house. They, you know, I think they lose confidence in what,
So basically, your situation attracts a different caliber of clients.
Yeah.
So if there is nowhere, so to speak, public to find you, they'll take business elsewhere?
Elsewhere, yeah.
Okay, so that door was shut.
That door was shut.
Oh. Yeah. So how does it then become cake? Like, I know at that point, I don't know where the children are at. You're through a desert land. You're finding yourself. I'm
finding myself.
How does the seasons change for you to pick up? Because as we know you now, you still do cakes.
Yes. Now, I decide with my sister that I'm going, even myself actually, I had withdrawn a bit and I was doing very little, very few cakes at a time. I was like,
life was lifing.
Life was lifing. Things are not working. You know, there's that season.
So but that keeps you anchored in that season.
God. If I didn't have God, I think I would have done something. I don't even know what I would have done. But God. And that is when now I really get grounded in the word. I'm not really bothered about, if people don't want the cakes, it's fine. It's okay. Sometimes I even just say, I'm not doing it. You know, we don't have children come first. You're like, I'm in that season whereby you're finding yourself.
So ultimately, it transitions to who am I? Where have I
been God? And where am I going?
Where am I going?
And I start putting, actually on my phones, I have reminders. At 11 o'clock, I remind myself, that by you, God, I can run through a troop. By my God, I can leap over a wall. That is a reminder.
Can you say that again?
By you, Lord, I can run through a troop. By my God, I can leap over walls.
Walls.
Yeah, that is 11 o'clock. That's my alarm. There's another alarm at 3 p.m. that says, who am I? Where have I been? Why am I here? And where am I going?
Gosh.
Every day.
So you start to put anchors in the form of alarms that go on your phone.
Yes,
that
they go.
You're going through every day.
Every day.
This thing is going to speak to you. You're not going to wait for other people to speak to you. You have inserted things in your life that come up and speak to you.
Yes.
And keep you anchored.
Up to now.
Those alarms still go.
They're still there.
At 11 o'clock and at 1 o'clock.
No, at 3 p.m.
At 3 p.m. Who am I? Where am I?
Where am I going and where have I been? Where have I been and where am I going?
I like that. I like the fact that it shows you can leap over walls.
Yes. By you, Lord, I can run through a troop. By my God, I can leap over walls.
What does that do for your mind and your practice and your will? What does that do?
Because you remind yourself. Because this world is so loud. Even if it's quiet, it's so loud. Things are speaking to you. Right now, I'm thinking, what am I going to do? what are the children going to eat? You get me? There's so much. There's so much going on. But if you have this one thing that tells you that by God you will live through a wall, you start seeing things as if nothing is impossible. And nothing is impossible to to the person who believes.
Yes, yes. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Rosette, we've talked about points in your life, and at this point where you're kind of not in a desert, but you're discovering yourself. You have different anchors that help you go along. What's the turning point that allows you to say, okay, I need to pick myself up? Or how do you realize now you're picking yourself up? Do you ever pick yourself up?
Yes.
Or is it someone else? What's happening? Talk to us about that.
Now, when I was in that desert, I decided it takes a decision. Once I read the Bible that God is with me. And if you acknowledge him, he will direct your path. So now I've acknowledged that God is there. And he said he will never leave you nor forsake you. Yeah. So now I decided that, Lord, you have closed the shop. Now I'm here with you. I'm walking with you. But now, what do you want me to do? So the next thing was focus.
That was the instruction.
Yeah. Instruction was to focus. So now remember, I had all this chocolate, wine fountain.
Oh, you still have them in storage now?
Yes, I have them.
No, as in at that point they were in storage, because now you've closed the shop.
I've closed the shop, but I'm still doing it on the side every now and again.
Out.
Yeah, every now and again. So now it's focus. Now, in all those things which I was doing, I was even cooking as well. So I decide now I'm going to focus on one thing. I listen to a CD, TD Jakes, Reposition Yourself.
Now, for those who don't know, CD is a compact disc.
I know.
I know in this day and age of streaming, you're thinking, yes, there was an age of compact discs. And given how much you're listening, I'm wondering if you used to take it on a Discman everywhere.
I used to. I just used to listen to it at home everywhere. And remember, I was working at home now.
Anyway,
tell me. So I listen to Reposition Yourself.
Reposition yourself.
Yeah. With that Reposition Yourself, he was talking about getting your life in order and steps, what to do. Like you've got debts, you've got bills to pay, you've got this, you've got a business to start or start all over again. So I decided that, what, I'm going to stay with one thing, and one thing only, cakes.
So of all the things you're doing, why cakes?
Because with a cake, you come and pay for it, and I give you your product. With the decoration, you put a deposit, and then I'm chasing around for my money afterwards.
And ideas and
yes. With the cooking as well, I have to prepare food from Thursday, but then people are not paying you
while you're prepping.
The prep work and the afterwards. With everything else, I just said, what, let me do something which is easy, and that is cakes.
So you weighed out?
Yes, everything, and I decided cakes. I focused on cakes.
So the word comes focus.
So I decided to focus cake, and I decided I'm going to be one of the best cake makers. I've gone to exhibitions now, not the other exhibition where I am exhibiting, but there are cake exhibitions in Birmingham. Yes. I still go there every November. I go to the cake exhibition. So
that is your refresh moment where you go and keep in touch with what's happening.
With what's happening, and there are different people who come with different tools to use for everything new in the business, colors, tools, what. I get it from there. So that is the way I'm keeping myself. I'm upkeeping my skills. Yes.
Okay, so that's how you're currently keeping up your skills.
Yes.
But at the time you decide to focus, and then you say cakes.
Yeah.
Where do you start from this time?